Hi everyone, so long time no see. I am doing this video, oh there's a cat. I'm doing this video on my phone unfortunately, so hopefully the quality is not horrible or anything like that. I found my charger for my camera, vlogging camera, and it, you can see it's all dusty because I haven't used it in a while, and I can't find it. Anyhow, so we are 13 weeks and 2 days, so I will just say 13 weeks. I am officially out of the first trimester if you count 13 weeks as 13 weeks and prior first trimester. And so I will just do a recap of everything, and this cat is a big suck. Anyhow, so I've been sick, really sick, to the point where I was starting to lose weight. So I started taking medication to help with the sickness, and my food aversions were so bad to the point where even water was revolting to me. Like, it was just disgusting. Even the thought of food, seeing pictures of food, thinking of food, it was not good at all. So my food aversions were quite bad, and I guess my breasts were like, they've grown 2 cup sizes, which I was not expecting to happen this early, but I guess because it's been a while, that's what they have to do. So that was a oh my gosh, what is going on kind of thing. And I obviously had to go and buy new bras, and I will have to end up doing that again, of course, because I will need nursing bras. And I don't even know if my other ones from my previous pregnancies would even fit. I have to go find them, because I don't even know where those are either. I feel like all my stuff is like all over my house, but I don't know where. I put them in places, safe places, but too safe because I don't remember, which happens quite often with me, which is not good. Anyhow, fatigue a lot. I am now having a hard time with blood pressure, which I knew was about to start. This is about when it does. And just normally my normal blood pressure is low, and then during pregnancy it's even lower. So I have dizzy spells, lightheadedness, I get the blurry vision, and I call it cotton ball ears, where it feels like your hearing is kind of muffled and underwater. And I know by that time, I kind of know the warning signs prior, and I will lie down, and I have to make sure my head is at the same elevation as my feet. So I basically either lie straight down on the ground, or I'll lie on the couch or in bed or something like that. I'll take a lot of breaks, and I have to take it easy trying to get up from somewhere so I don't give myself head rushes a lot. But yeah, that's kind of basically what's with me. At 10 weeks, I had my first midwife appointment. We were able to hear the heartbeat, which was great. I can feel my uterus in my abdomen, like my lower abdomen, which is so crazy because with my other pregnancies, I didn't notice it at all. And I had my midwife confirm, because I was telling her, I'm like, I feel it right here. Is this it? And then she was like palpitating my abdomen, and she's like, yeah, that's it. So it's quite cool that I can actually feel it, and it's quite bigger than it's supposed to be, but this isn't my first pregnancy, so yeah. We talked about home birth, hospital birth, because it's going to be a vaginal birth after C-section. We have to we are pretty educated on both subjects and the risks for both situations. And we know that, of course, C-section is not out of the question, because if I were to have, say, placenta previa, if I were to have some emergency for whatever reason, then ultimately I would have to have a C-section. So we talked about that, and we will brush up against the topics again throughout my pregnancy and as we get closer. But for now, we are, what we would like, our wishes would be at home. That's where I feel most comfortable. That's where my husband feels most comfortable. We want the kids to be able to be present. We have 2 close family members, my family, that I would like to be present at the birth as well. And I think that's about it. And after my anatomy scan, after 20 weeks, I think it is, that's when we will go and see the OB that did my previous C-section. And just to kind of brief over how my last C-section went, what kind of, did I have stitches, what was the type of, just to make sure everything in that aspect is good. And my midwife already told me that the OB that did my C-section with Avalon, because she was breech, she's pro VBAC and she wants women to be able to have that option. So, which is a good sign, but I would also like her on board if any emergency arises, that she will be the one that can take on my care to do the C-section, and that's who I would be most comfortable with because I know that OB and she's done it before, kind of thing. So, what else? We had a ultrasound at 12 weeks and 1 day exactly. I thought it was about 12 weeks exactly, but only a day off. My midwife thought maybe I'd be ahead because my uterus is so big, but not the case. And I was kind of upset because I wanted to hear the heartbeat at the ultrasound, but she wouldn't let me hear the heartbeat. And they didn't print a picture either, which was odd to me. I guess they're not printing pictures anymore for some odd reason. And so she's like, you can take a picture of the computer screen with your phone. I'm like, okay. So I did that. But anyway, so we kind of have a picture. It's a picture of a picture, I guess you could say. So there's that. And my pubic symphysis, I think that's what it's called, is starting to really hurt. And with Avalon, it hurt to the point of, felt like someone hit me with a baseball bat, and it was so bruised and tender, and I couldn't lift my legs, and could barely walk, and I couldn't get out of bed. It was just very painful. And that didn't start until about 25 weeks, and then it got worse, progressively worse, until I had her, and then it completely went away. So this time I noticed it after I walked a huge distance, because we walked to go to the ultrasound, and that's when I noticed it starting. So I went to go see a physiotherapist, and she was able to show me some exercises to do to alleviate the pain. It's not going to take it away, but just to make it more bearable. And she told me that a lot of my ligaments and muscle stuff in my lower back, because I have back pain as well, are very tense and tight. So she tried to release those, which actually helped, because most of the time if you touch my lower back I will jump because the pain is unreal. So that's a good thing, and I can kind of get my husband to help doing that, but I go see her next week as well. The kids are excited, very excited. Avalon asks daily when the baby's coming, or she can't wait till the baby's coming, and she's getting impatient, and I have to try to keep reminding them that it will be around Halloween time when they're in school. That's kind of when the baby will come around or be born anyways. But the official due date is October 25th, and we know it's estimated, of course. Babies don't always show up on their due date. They can come 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, or they can come 2 to 3 weeks before. I'm hoping it doesn't come so much before. And my mind frame, ever since even with Dagny's pregnancy, my first pregnancy, I always have the mind frame of 43 weeks. And I don't have so when I get closer to 40 weeks, there's no kind of I'm not, like, I'm impatient, but I'm not in a rush. It's hard to explain. I'm very calm. Usually I'm the most calmest towards the end of my pregnancy, which is kind of odd, and I don't want to rush things. I'm very patient, and it's such an odd feeling. So anyways, this pregnancy might be different towards the end because I don't know how. I'm hoping that it will just, if I do go over 40 weeks, we'll just have some extra, like the non-stress test, maybe another ultrasound to check on things and that type of thing. But I will not be doing induction methods because of it being a VBAC, and I personally don't feel like for me and my body, should be going that way. So anyhow, that is that. I will quickly show you my tummy. Sorry, kitty cat. I just ate and I'm a little bit bloated, but so you can kind of see, I'm not going to take off that. But you can see there's like a little bit of a bump there. And I had to buy new maternity pants because my old ones, you can kind of see it more. It looks bigger with a shirt on, but I guess they always do look bigger with a shirt on versus that. So that is that. I'm also hoping to dye my hair because if you can tell, my hair is much darker than the bottom. So I'm hoping to get the same color and maybe chop an inch or two off, and then I'll feel a little bit better. But yeah. And my hair is kind of still yucky at the bottom from when I bleached it to color it blue. So I'm trying to grow that out so we don't have that issue anymore. Anyhow, I will let you go because I am blabbing far, far too much. If you are at all close to me in your pregnancy, let me know. If you're not, let me know anyways. If you're like 4 weeks just found out, if you're 37 weeks and you're getting close to the end of your pregnancy, let me know. And if you make videos about your pregnancy, let me know too. I'd love to follow some new people in their journey as well, because I'm following 2 other people, Meg and one other person. Oh, I can't remember her name. It's too early in the morning. I'm still too tired. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I'm happy to answer as best I can. Maybe I'll answer them in my next video, and hopefully my next video will be not on my phone and will be actually on a camera, and I can actually edit it and put in some things, and I'll add in my ultrasound from before. I don't know if I can do it in this, but we'll see. Anyhow, I'll talk to you all later. Bye guys.